Happy Thursday, dear ones. Happy Thursday. Welcome. I'm just checking in here on the connection because I see that it appears to be quite unstable, and it's probably because of all the load shedding that is taking place. So let me just check and see if I can get the first beautiful souls to join me. So you can also just let me know how the connection is on your side. Due to the load shedding that is going on. So you just refresh for a few moments. So let's just see if I'm live on your side. Yes, I have the first one with me. So I'm just checking how the connection is on your side. Let's just see if you can see my live. Let's just check. Just want to make sure because it seems on my side that it looks quite low so that we don't struggle with it. So just taking a moment here. Just see, we're getting a few more people. I just want to know if you can actually see the video coming up and how the connection is on your side. So let me see here. Yes. Just taking a few moments. So are you able to see me? So if you just can leave a comment so that I know. So yeah, I can't see. Yeah, it's fine. Fantastic. Thank you for helping me. I appreciate that. That's helpful just to get some feedback because I can't actually see the video on my side. Okay, so Jessica, welcome. It's great that you've joined. Yes, here we go. But I can see it is quite actually delayed. So let me just do a little reset. I'm going to see, because I think it's the network because of load shedding. I can see the video is really, really poor. So I'm just going to see if I can tap in via mobile network and do it like this. I really want you to get benefit of the teaching. So just give me a few minutes, a few moments. Okay, hang on. And I'll see if I can switch over to my mobile network instead, just to see if we can get a little bit of a better connection here. So this is how we pivot in the middle of challenges. Wonderful. So just hang on. I'm going to create a hotspot here and see if I can get a little bit of a better connection going for you all. And remember when you join to leave some beautiful comments and some fires and some hearts, so that we can get this beautiful space going. We're just being students. We're just, flying our plane and building it while we fly it, and see if we can get a better connection here via the hotspot. Because of the load shedding in our country, it's like this. And you can get the best possible experience. Wonderful. And just leave some comments and let's see how it looks on your side now. Okay, see if it's a little bit better. Okay, it looks quite impaired. Let me just see. But that's how it is with the Sasika. Welcome there. Thank you for the hearts and fires. Is it very delayed on your side? Corinne, can you let me know if the video is Amanda? Welcome. Welcome to our space. Can you just let me know if it's very delayed and blurry on your side? How is the quality of the video on your side? So that we just can see here. If you can just leave a comment so that I know how it looks on your side. Yeah. See, the comments are not going through. It's blurry on your side. Yeah, Sasika, I can also see it here. And how is the voice? It's fine. Our side, so Corinne, it's fine. Your side, so you can see my image very clear. And what I'm also going to do, I'm going to make a download from my side here. So the way I'm recording it, and hopefully that will be a super good quality, a little bit blurry, but I am going to then re-upload it just so that you're aware of it. I will re-upload it, but the voice is fine. That's great. Thank you so much, everyone, for your help. I think we just got to go with it. Voice is perfect, wonderful. I just want to also that you can see the different images coming up. Sound is good, wonderful. I can feel we're already getting the energy going. So what I'm going to do, I am going to download this recording and I'm going to upload it afterwards, just so that you can have the good quality and that you also can see all the images. So let's reset ourselves. It's always, it's always good to spend a moment to reset ourselves when you have these mountains that life always gives us, that we can just take a moment. So you arrive in the space and we're just going to relax into the space, breathe into the space, and just allow the space to expand us. And welcome to all of you, and thank you for joining again on this day 4 of our workshop, The Entrepreneur. This is our 4-day mini workshop, and I thank you for showing up and for adding your wonderful energy into our space. And of course, thank you for celebrating with me. This is my 15 years anniversary in South Africa. It happens on November 1st, but I'm warming up. So you're either joining me live or via replay. So just whenever you join, just leave comments, hearts, fires, so I can feel your energy. And it is really this energy that is lifting this workshop space. And I mean, quite honestly, it feels like it's on fire, and all your special contributions, the stories that you're sharing, the deeply honest conversations you're having with yourself. That's where it all begins. Thank you, Corinne. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's big. 15 years. It's wonderful. So I'm also just loving, that you are, as you sit in that space and you're having that conversation with yourself, because that's where you open the doors to those locked rooms in your life. And it's time to pull up the blinds and renew that inner space, to shift the energy that keeps you stagnant. Because dear ones, guess what? Guess what? It is time to dream big, and go big. Let's dream and go big. So today, in day 4, we want to activate the visionary woman or man inside of you. Today, we are going to talk about playing in the big league and joining the grand symphony. But before we get started, I just want to pause for a moment and just thank everybody who also new today. So if somebody's new today, if you haven't listened yet to the other teachings of the previous 3 days, this is the day to catch up. It's day 4, and it's a perfect day to get started. And you can find all the teachings in the guide section in our Awakened Leadership group. In this workshop, I am sharing lots of little nuggets from my entrepreneurial journey and toolkit. And it is my wish that these teachings, that they lift you, that they inspire you to open your eyes and live your best life. And the teachings will be live in our group until Sunday. So this means you can still invite people to benefit from them and help them add some rocket fuel, some fire to their path. Now, this workshop, and I'm sure you can already feel it if you've been participating the whole week, this is an opportunity to engage your journey and to become fully enrolled for your purpose. Now we're going to start our workshop like we always start it, with a lucky draw. And this is a moment to really celebrate this beautiful, committed, playful energy. Each of you have, through the days, you've added your special puzzle piece. You've been bringing your story to our workshop space, your journey, your fire, your hunger for being stretched, and for building your runway for success. And this energy is contagious in the most special way. And it's because we are all here to grow And we do it hand in hand, heart by heart. And it is in this spirit of community that we take off into greatness. We can't do it on our own. So it's a privilege, a real privilege to be in your presence. So let's find out their ones. Let's go. Let's call up the prizes here. Okay, so let's find out who is the workshop champion from day 3. So I have the jar here. There's a few other names and new names in here as well. So if you have completed the tasks, daily task, and uploaded it in our group within the same day of the teaching yesterday, so this is from yesterday, you will be in this lucky draw. And that means you can win a 60-minute online journey map session with me. And you know the drill, right? So even if you won on one of the other days, your name is still going to be in here if you participate. Okay, so drum roll. This is really exciting. I love to give gifts. So let's see who the lucky winner is. Let's see who the lucky winner is. Okay, and I have a name. Let's see. And it's Sasha again. Sasha, one more session. Woo, we can do a 2-hour session now. Congratulations, Sasha. You won another journey map session. So now we have 2 hours to really unpack the hero's journey map. So let's fire up some congratulations for Sasha. Well done for your commitment, for your beautiful energy in this space of the workshop. It's beautiful. And also, I mean, it's really what lifts the space. You can, of course, all still participate in the competition. Today is the day. You could be our workshop champion of today. So catch up on the teaching. Even if you first joined today, look at the teaching, submit your tasks, invite your friends to join, tag them in the comments. And just remember that if you tag them, you must add them to the group. It is a private group, so it means they need to be invited by you so that they can enjoy the teachings as well. Okay, dear ones. So now let's get the plane onto the runway and get ready for takeoff. So I hope that you're able to see the slides on your side, because I'm going to meet you now at the check-in lounge. And please grab your checklist so we can get ready to board the flight. Okay, so here we have the rucksack. Just make sure you got your rucksack. And if you have participated in all the days, you know exactly what's in that rucksack, right? Yes, check, we got that one. Now, also make sure you got your gang. So gang here, check. And I'm sorry, right? They will have to join you too. Better get used to living with them, to dance with them when they're a bit unruly. The art is, of course, to be the one in charge. Now here we got the mindset, the upgrade. Did you get your upgrade yet? Yes, 2.0 mindset, check. So let's just revisit. And I would just like to revisit what that actually means and add a few more spices into it, because this is really, really important. We spoke about gratitude yesterday, which is one of our superpowers. So do me a favor, just add in the comments what you are grateful for today. What are you grateful for today? Let me see some comments. Wonderful. Yes, congratulations. So add some comments. What are you grateful for today? Because this is really important that we make sure that we are reset, that we have aligned ourselves into this mindset. So add a comment. What are you grateful for today? To make sure I'm grateful to be alive. Very nice. Wonderful. Let's have some more comments. What else are you grateful for? Just let it come. And let's see if we can align ourselves into that frequency of gratitude to be able to take off on the flight. So you just add grateful for health. Wonderful. That's very, very nice. And just keep adding. And even as we go through the workshop, just keep adding and thinking about what is it that you are grateful for? What is it that helps lift that space. So on my list of gratitude, which is long, I'm also grateful for that I can embrace how difficult it actually is to walk this path, and that I don't have, this need so strongly anymore to perfect it and to control it all the time. I'm learning to be more gentle with myself. So I'm grateful for gentleness. I'm really grateful for gentleness. And I love just let those comments keep coming in, because this is a tough journey, and I'm sure we can all agree, so we also shouldn't fool ourselves. Being human is not for sissies. And we will stumble, we will stumble on this journey, and that's actually okay. So be kind to yourself, relax a bit more, because entrepreneurship has many, many seasons, and they're all part of it. So I always remind myself, Karina, don't ask for easy, ask for an upgrade. Improve your skills, fine-tune that toolkit, both for depth in a cave and for width, so that I can stretch. And make sure to remain fit, so that we can dance across the full spectrum on this journey, the dark and the light. Another very important superpower is humility. Now, our gang, our patterns, they're not very humble. Lovely, Karen. I love to see all the gratitude coming up here. So our gang, remember, the reason why it's so important, of course, that we feel into this, gratitude, is also to remind our gang, because the gang is not very humble. The gang thinks they know everything, and they actually prevent us from learning new things. And because we identify with these patterns, with this gang, even if the new knowledge today says, no, by the way, but I know this. But remember, the gang has a lot of deposits. They have gone to limiting beliefs gym for many years, so they are super fit, okay? And it means that we actually subscribe to their nonsense. And that's why we struggle to see beyond, we struggle to see what lies beyond. So, so do we have to be resolved? So the question is, do we have to be resolved to get that plane airborne in order to be successful? Does it mean we have to, be perfect? No, this is not, it's not a journey of either or. It's really about holding both, being wonderfully human and being essence, as I always call it. And that means it's important to remember what you are truly made of, because the entire universe resides inside of you. So as we align ourselves, we want to move away from the singular breath of the human experience, where we're feeling separate, and into the unified breath of the entire universe, which is wholeness. So let's get back to our checkpoint. I just want to make sure that you got your passport. Have you all got your passport? Okay, so, and let's take a moment here, and Karen, you already started, to tap into appreciating the journey and all the mistakes we've made. And remember, I spoke about here the other day, because I know trauma, I can journey with others who have trauma. So in my passport, so you can see all the stamps, they're underneath the passport on the screen. Now, I have a stamp, so I earn my right to do that in my journey, in the fire of my journey. Same with parenting. I've been a parent for 25 plus years, so I journey with a lot of parents as well who want to learn more about conscious parenting, to strengthen that. And it doesn't mean I've arrived. We all walk together as students on this path. The same with entrepreneurship. I've been 25 years in this gym. So I'm meeting here you today as a fellow student, as a fellow travel companion, and I'm inviting you into my world and sharing some of my treasures. And you will harvest out of that space what really, really resonates with you. So let me hear some of your thoughts and comments on what you have, earned your right to do. So when you look into your passport now, what are you looking at in that passport when you look at some of those stamps? So put them into the comments. What are some of the things that you have learned on this journey? What have you earned your right to do? Why is it, you're busy, this diamond side of you, you're busy polishing that diamond. So look forward, just keep those comments coming in so we can see what it is really that you have polished through your journey over these many years. So now that you are reframing all those mountains and that you are turning them into blessings, recognizing the value of the skills you've built in the fires of your journey, you can now actively take part in helping the dense fog of those patterns to lift. As you move out of the fog of your patterns, so that's when you can see what you're meant to do and meant to be, which is why we're walking this hero's journey. We're getting ready to leap, to awaken, and to upgrade to this higher frequency. So, dear ones, it's time to play in the big league. And I know it's easier said than done, because our patterns, and I've had that myself for years. For years, my patterns have kept me playing small, because actually we think we are worth nothing. And that's how we live our lives, parked instead of in flight. So the question is, are you ready? Are you ready to break up with this poverty mindset that rob you of your dreams? Are you ready to sign up for the big league? You might say, well, I'm not qualified, I don't have this, I don't have that, but it's important to learn to pause that, because I promise you, if I can do it, and now you know my story much better, so can you. So notice the part of you that diminishes itself. You are your biggest enemy, and you have absolutely everything in you that you need. In 2012, I went from garage experience and a year of complete financial reset to co-creating magic on the corporate playing field with executives and teams for 8 amazing years. And I needed to first reset all my old beliefs around money, around success, and very importantly, to loosen the control a bit, to be ready for this next season of my journey. So I want you to think about, what are you getting ready for? What are you getting ready for? Lovely, Karin. I love to see all these comments coming in from you. And this is really part of feeling into what am I really getting ready for? And as I said from day one, we are all incredibly resourceful. You just forgot, because you live in that fog of your limiting beliefs. And that's really important to understand, because every day we kind of got to take off from that airport, because it's not a once off takeoff. Very often, we get sucked back into the patterns. We get our flight back onto the ground, we park it again, but just keep trying. Let the fog lift again, it's fine. Right now is the perfect time to get that plane in the air and to dream. So my question to you is, what is your dream? What is your dream? I'd love to know what your dream is. And just sit with that for a moment and really feel into what is your dream. Wonderful. Here I have another comment. Yes, I'm ready to be in flight. I'm ready to get more knowledge on investing. Very nice. So just sitting with, what is your dream? Just allow those moments and just sit quietly with yourself. It's also very important not always to jump around, because very often we're so rushed when it comes to this. But what are the first steps you're going to take to pursue this? It is in the pursuit that it comes alive. the shape will shift several times. So you might start out one place and you got to let go of control because it will shift several times so that, your dream is also going to shape you. It's not the other way around. And that's definitely something I've learned from my own journey. We rarely can dream as big as it gets. That's how big it gets. So I want to tell you a little bit about my first vision for my business. So you know also how my journey was here, arriving here in South Africa. So when I applied for my own business permit in 2008, what I added to the application was my vision to develop coaches and entrepreneurs. And I read a government gazette that called for helping hands to tackle this big challenge of unemployment in the country. So in my proposal for my permit, I had to go via the DTI, Department of Trade and Industry. A permit back then required a 5 million rand investment, which I did not have. And I'd already started the work in prisons, which I did voluntary. I had self-published my book, The Responsible Individual. So I was in flight, building my plane while I was flying it, but I needed help. So I met with the deputy director of the DTI. I presented my case, my dream, my first year of field work. Important, okay? So action. Coaches were already in training. I gave her my book and she gave me 6 years. Normally you only get 2 years at a time when you apply for a business permit. And she waived the 5 million rand investment because she felt that the work that I did could impact South Africa in a big way. So that was for me a sign as well, and encouraging me, to keep going, keep going. I got another 6 years. Woohoo! So in 2015, well, a few years before I'd applied again, still got a waiver, but in 2015, I applied for my permanent residency permit, and she gave me another waiver. And this time it was a 10 million rand waiver because it had gotten much more expensive to get a permit in South Africa. And it gave me green light to apply for my permanent residency permit. And this time I also had a much bigger portfolio of evidence. I was still living true to my dream, but this is really important. It had found its own shape. It was now impacting thousands of people, and it was much, much bigger than just me. It was creating these huge ripples, and I was listening, yielding, very important, to not get in the way of it. All I had to do, not all, but it was big enough to show up every day and to sharpen my tools and my skills on those mountains in service of the collective. Now, this is really important as well. It has required that I built a solid foundation from where I could operate. I just want to read your comment, Lynn, that I put up here on the screen. So as you say, I'm putting up again. So I'm ready to be out of the mediocre mindset, always putting myself short and being satisfied by just coming under the bar. Wonderful. I love the expressions Corinne says, to assist others with their awakening journey. Beautiful. So this is how you're shaping your tools and your skills on the mountains. We need those challenges there, one. They are healthy for us to stretch. So, as I said, in order to really stay the course and not to get lost in the storm of our limiting beliefs, it's important that we build a solid foundation, okay, to operate from, with values that guides us, leads us towards our dream, okay? So I chose a tree as a symbol for my foundation. And I visualize my values as roots that stretch deep. I know I must water this tree. I know I must care for it. I have to give it the best conditions for its growth. So, what is your symbol? What can help you stay grounded? What symbolizes that foundation for you? And which values guide you towards your dreams? Now, today I'm talking about, in this teaching, I'm talking about gratitude. I'm talking about humility, kindness, respect, commitment, creativity, playfulness, collaboration. And as I said, a big one for me, which I'm highlighting today, is really that I, make sure I don't take control, that control is not guiding me or minimizing me, or that my resilience, and this is also important because I'm noticing in a lot of the sharing that is taking place in the workshop, we get really resilient, okay, through this journey on the mountains. And I want to call the bluff a little bit on resilience here. Yes, we do need resilience. However, sometimes we get so strong in our survival that we're actually not paying attention. We are still out there and we are still fighting those big mountains. So we're not here. And that's what resilience does, okay? So a big practice for me personally, it's been to yield, really to yield. So I could allow the journey to take place. As I said, what has happened over the last 15 years here in South Africa has not just been about me. Yes, I've planted the seeds and I'm living my dream, but it's really created its own momentum. And with control, I won't catch that momentum and that wave. So I take my values to gym every day. And it's very important that I'm not just focusing on one role. It's not just the entrepreneur role that keeps me fit. Okay, so what's very important that every single role that we have is a place where we can practice our Awakened Leadership Toolkit. And every single role is this place where we can develop and grow. Okay, let me just see. Wonderful hearts on my symbol. Let me just go into all of these comments are flooding in. It's absolutely wonderful. So I'm just wonderful, Lynn. Hey, the poverty mindset came to be your comfort zone, and I was convinced that I'm actually a humble human being. You attended the 28-day Reclaim Your Power Bootcamp, and you realized that living life that way is not being humble. You're just robbing yourself of the goodness of life. Thank you for that comment. It's very, very, very powerful. And what's important, because remember, it's our patterns. So those limiting beliefs, we keep getting sucked into that. So as we practice and as we get rooted and grounded, okay, you will find your symbol today as part of today's task, and you're grounding yourself and being guided by your values, and you're going to use the different roles in your life to grow and develop and to practice, not just your entrepreneur role. You got to use every single one of them to play. Okay, so that helps us align ourselves, align our values, and to do that required upgrade. Also, it is those that are closest to us, where we can really get into those deep, deep layers that needs to be rinsed. I have obsessed about becoming a supportive student mom. I've obsessed about becoming an authentic leader, an honest, kind, and caring team member, a supportive sister, and compassionate daughter, an affectionate partner, an intuitive depth coach and travel companion, a woman of vision who follows her dreams, with my eyes wide open, sharing my heart with everyone I meet. And in this beautiful garden of awakening, my roots are deep and my door is open to all those who are keen to play with me. And I bow deeply. So I'm curious about how your roles support you and your dreams, and how they bring you closer to living true to your values. And this is really important work for any visionary, okay? It is foundational work to work on your values, work on your roads, and to get deep into that inner cave, to rinse them, because that is what is going to catapult your entrepreneurship. Your entire life is a workshop. So this is really important to understand, and this is what we sign up for when we do these awakened leadership journeys. And this is also what we specialize in the Circles of Change Academy. And you saw Lynn's comment. And I just want to call up the slide of the bootcamp, because it is in our bootcamps where you taste the buffet that is offered on this path of becoming an awakened leader. This is where you become initiated. And remember, next week, here is the flyer. Next week, we have our bootcamp that is starting 2nd of November. And you can still grab a seat. There is a discount. It is celebration. It's my 15th year anniversary. So grab the discount. Also the bootcamp. So once you complete the bootcamp, those 28 days, that qualifies you to enter the awakened leadership path. And here, and I'm just calling that up just so that you can see that actually it requires work. This is not a quick fix, okay? 4 days is not going to get you, fully elevated. And I don't want you to treat these 4 days as a hot shower, okay? It can be easily used as a hot shower. We feel great right now. You all feel great. You're all inspiring each other, motivating each other. But dear ones, this require work, okay? So you can see here we have Reclaim Your Power. It qualifies you for the next step, Fit for Responsibility, where you get this solid foundation, you get that passport redefined, and the upgrade that is needed to take flight, okay? And this is where big focus on getting fit. And then following that is a 9-month course to awaken the leader within. This is where we play big time, because we want to integrate all the teachings, and that takes time. And weave in all the wonderful inspirations that is relevant for your dreams. It's easy to go out and snack a lot. There's so much information available, but not everything is relevant at the right time for your journey. And it's really important to have the support and the soundboarding so that you learn to show up in each role, that you play your instrument in the grand symphony, and that you find that perfect balance of what you make happen, and that is really where you untie the knot, and what you let happen, okay? So I just wanted to show you that. So now I want us to get to the task. I know we're going a little bit over because we had a little bit of a bumpy start. So here we go. So in the first task today, you find a symbol of your foundation. And this is important because nothing goes. We will get distracted, disrupted all the time. When you try to get that plane in the air, you get a big thunderstorms and poof, you crash, okay? So you have to have a solid foundation so that whenever the storm comes, you can center yourself. Very important, okay? So I would like you to find a symbol of your foundation and share it with us in the group. Describe what it means to you. Also, which values ground you and guide you. How do your roles support your dreams and bring you closer to living true to your values? What are you getting ready for? Okay? Now, next slide. I would like you to articulate your dream. And I know, and as I said, remember, it will shape over time, and it will take you, and it will keep shifting its shape, keep molding and educating you. But for now, articulate your dream. Think of it in context of your mountains and what you have prepared, what they have prepared you for. How does your dream serve the collective, the we? What is the ripple that you are here to create? And please, dear ones, don't play small, okay? We're getting ready for the big league. Never underestimate the ripple you are creating in this world. Just breathe this in, okay? So never underestimate the ripple you are here to create in this world. Let me say it again. Never underestimate the ripple you are here to create in this world. So dear ones, these are the tasks. And I just want to remind you of this quote I posted this morning, because it beautifully just also summarizes what I'm talking about today. So the task is to untie that knot That's what you make happen. That's the deep work. So you can listen to the music inside of you, the whisper of your journey, of your heart, and then listen to all those signs. And that's what you gotta let happen. So it comes and shows up in your journey. Okay, so these are the tasks. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for the big league. Let me see some fires. Are you ready for the big league? Let me see. Anybody ready for the big league? Ready to play with me? And I can't wait to dive into today's task and also share my own task with you. I will upload them. Here's some fires. Lovely. Very nice. I will upload the tasks in our guide section in our group. In the comments, you post your answers, so you know the drill. So you are going to post them, upload in the comments your answers to today's task. And remember to upload them before the end of the day. This is really important to become our workshop champion for day 4. Thank you, Lynn Moore. Let those fires come. I want to feel those fires. Let's play in the big league. I just want to get to our prizes. Okay, so you can still win. Okay, so the other prizes, so you could become the best ambassador and win a half-day breakthrough workshop with me and take these teachings to the next level. Remember, people can still catch up on the teachings. This is powerful stuff. You can also become a community champion. That's the one who supports the most. And there are 2 of you that are very close, okay? There are 2 of you that are very close. So keep it going. This is the day to really fire up this workshop even more. I know it's already on fire, but keep it going. And, and if you're like still head to head tomorrow morning, then we'll do a lucky draw on, on the 2 of you. When it comes to the community champion, who will join a next week bootcamp. And what is really important about the bootcamp next week as well, you would have met Franklin. He has been posting every day, also his participation in the journey. And Franklin is also facilitating this bootcamp with me. He is in his own powerful he has his own powerful translations of this hero's journey. And I look forward for you to also really feel into his energy as he co-facilitates the bootcamp with me next week. So when are we going to do the lucky draw tomorrow? So I had this idea. Just to also give you a taster of the guided morning practice that we do throughout 28 days in the bootcamp. So tomorrow morning, I am going to go live at 6:30 a.m. Okay. And I am going to do the guided breathing meditation practice for 20 minutes. And afterwards, I will do the lucky draw of the winner of day 4, our workshop champion, of the best ambassador, and of the community champion. So it's all happening. Tomorrow morning, we're going to draw those big prizes. So dear ones, today is the day to fire up this workshop like never before. And the competition, as I said, is really, really tight. Wow. Let me see some of the comments that are coming in here. Wonderful. It's so nice to see all the energy in the space. And I'm just loving your energy. And thank you for your patience today with getting started. It's been a little bit bumpy due to the load shedding. The quality of the video is not 100%. I am going to upload. I hope this version is a little bit better here that I'm recording directly. So thank you for tuning in and for adding your beautiful energy to our space. I'm loving every minute of it. I could think of no better way to celebrate my anniversary here with all of you in this space. And thank you for helping to build the community. This is what entrepreneurship is all about. We're not meant to do it alone. We do it together. So it's a real blessing. So thank you. And could you see, I've really also, my student yesterday discovered that I could actually click on the comments and bring them up on our screen. I was so excited. So that's how we learn. Hey, we do it while we fly the plane. So lots of love. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I love your energy. And remember, this is something that we're doing together. You know, I really, there's actually no me without any of you. So Lynn, thank you as well. Thank you, Corin. Yes. And Lynn says it's so amazing how much energy I have inside of me and how much capability of being a mover and a shaker I am. Oh, that's wonderful. Would love to know where the fire icon is. I hope you find it. Thank you, dear ones. Lots and lots of love. I see you in our group today. Lots of posting. Remember to support everyone, to invite more friends into the space. Let's keep moving and shaking. Lots and lots of love. Take care.